Hey everybody, welcome to the Real Show Barbecue. Today we're going to be smoking a suckling pig, Eastern North Carolina style. Here's our suckling pig by meat and bone. Everything's been split up nicely for me. Any type of silver skin or anything like that's been removed, if any, especially this young a pig. Now I've done plenty of whole hog, Eastern North Carolina style. This is be my first suckling pig. What I've done already is I've injected the ham and the shoulders with Eastern North Carolina barbecue sauce, just the vinegar part of the sauce. And usually what you do with Eastern North Carolina barbecue is just salt and pepper. Now I'm gonna be using my rub, which has great salts in there, Himalaya salts, Hawaiian salts, great peppers, and a couple other ingredients, but I think it will be great for this because it is a savory rub. So we're going to go ahead and put those on there, and you may be able to see already that there's some moisture, and that's just from the injection. I'm going to go ahead and season this up really well because it can take it. Anywhere where you see any of the exposed meat is what you want to do. All in there as heavy as you can get it. Looks good. So now what we're going to do is let this rest, and we're going to get our char griller smoker up to temp, and I'll show you what type of smoke we're going to be using today. The charcoal that we're going to be using today is by Lumberjack. I've heard great things about it already. I like it because it lights really quick. I've already can tell that, so I'm looking forward to getting into the cook. Now what we're going to be using today, instead of just chunks of wood, is the hickory bourbon by MojoBricks. If you haven't used these, give these a try. They work great. You don't have to worry about putting large logs in there. It gives you plenty of flavor. So what we're going to do is we'll be using this one, and then we're also going to be using the apple bourbon as a mixture of both of those. I think they'll work great. Hickory or oak is usually typically what's used with Eastern North Carolina barbecue, but I wanted to change it up a little bit, give it a little bit more flavor. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll get our suckling pig on the grill. We got our pig on. We're gonna be running somewhere around 275 to 300. We're gonna close our lid down, and what I want to do is every 30 minutes, I'm gonna kind of go ahead and start basting this, what we call mopping the pig with an Eastern North Carolina style sauce. After about 30 minutes again, what I may do is go ahead and spray the skin with cooking oil to give it that really nice color, hopefully keep it from burning. And again, after 30 minutes, I'll probably wrap the snout and the ears to keep them from completely burning. Hopefully we'll have a nice looking pig, just like we would a whole hog. So we'll check back in about 30 minutes. We've been going for 30 minutes, getting some nice color. I've already sprayed the skin some with some cooking spray. Again, that is just to kind of help it keep from getting so dark. I put foil on the ears and on the snout. Now we're going to go ahead and baste it with some of this Eastern North Carolina barbecue sauce. Again, this is what we call mopping. Kind of get all in here. All that goodness. I'm gonna go ahead and put our probe in here into our shoulder, and you want to get it into the meat and not the bone. See if we can get it in here without getting it into a bone. There's not a whole lot of meat because of it being a suckling pig. Got it in there now, so we're gonna keep that monitored, and we want to get to around the 190 to 195 area. I'm gonna close this down, we'll check it back. We're gonna check it every 30 minutes. As the cook goes a little further, I'll show you kind of where we're at that time. Right now we're looking really good. We've been going another hour. I went ahead and mopped it. Just want to give you a closer look. The skin is looking great. Again, it's tight. It's gonna have that nice crackle. Great color. You can see it's moving along perfect. All those seasons, salt and pepper, red pepper, This is what we're all about here in Eastern North Carolina. It's going to be great. We'll cover it up, check it again every 30 minutes and see how we're doing. We want another hour, so about 3.5 hours into the cook. I went ahead and turned it around because it is a little bit hotter on this end. And right now we're reading somewhere, let's see, in the ham here, 160, 162. The shoulders, right around 150, give or take. Same thing here. We're not too far off, but we are still a little bit hotter on this end. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip it. And then we're going to just put our probe back in our shoulder. Okay. We're gonna baste it again. It's got a lot of its juices already that we're gonna baste it with, along with the barbecue sauce that's in here. This is gonna be so tender and so flavorful when we get through. The skin looks great. So we'll close our lid. Look at it another 30 minutes to an hour. Going right at 6 hours, and this little suckling pig is done. Basically here in North Carolina, nothing fancy. We just come over here, pick off what we want, maybe dip it a little bit in that sauce, and then that's it. You pick through the ribs, you just kind of come through here and get whatever you want. It's good to go. So let's try this. Look at that. Looks great. All right, we're gonna give this a try. This is part of the ham. So full of flavor. Eastern North Carolina right here. Simple ingredient, salt and pepper. Get your typical Eastern North Carolina sauce all together. It's so good. This is just a glimpse of how we do it here in North Carolina, the eastern part of North Carolina. Of course, we do larger ones most of the time, but go there and check out Meat and Bone. I'll leave all the information below of the lumberjack charcoal that we used, MojoBricks, everything that we use today. Check them out in the show more section below. Give this a try sometime. If you want to do a larger hog, of course, it's going to take pretty much all day, depending on the heat. We kept it right around that 300 degree mark, 275 to 300 degree mark. So check it out. I hope you've enjoyed this. If for some reason you're not a subscriber, I hope you will consider subscribing to our channel. Until next time, God bless.